morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming and for your interest in Sallie Mae. Sallie Mae is the largest provider of student loan funding in the United States. We are pleased at the progress we've made since our establishment in 1972. For decades, we have made it possible for countless people to obtain a higher education, an achievement we are very proud of. In the coming year, there will be a new and improved Sallie Mae. Our role in the federal loan process will be limited, but we will not be completely removed from the lives of the American people. We will remain an asset to Americans, providing more educational opportunities for our future leaders. We are now preparing ourselves for a new chapter in Sallie Mae's history. Our main focus is to reinvent our corporate identity by appealing more to the American people. In past years, we have lost sight of what our main focus should be, but we are a company that learns from our mistakes and moves forward, empowered with new knowledge. We are planning on being more audience-centered by increasing our involvement in the community and providing financial services that are designed to decrease debt for the American people. We no longer aspire to just give financial help, but to play a role in the educational process as well. There's a new Sallie Mae to come, one that is stronger, more aware of its audience, and dedicated not only to providing financial aid for students, but to expanding their knowledge. There's a need that must be met, and Sallie Mae will continue to meet these needs for years to come. I will now take your questions.
Okay, you said some weeks ago that Sallie Mae wants to become more audience-centered, and we've talked then and now about development programs and scholarships, and I believe that it's a great goal, but the main objective of every company is profit, so how do your shareholders respond to that?
In 2010, the government will remove Sallie Mae from the federal loan process. And we are not completely removed from lending money. We are still a private loan company. And so the government will continue to lend money to students, but there are possibilities that students might need extra money. That's where we come in. We do plan on, there will be decreases in our revenue, but we plan on just being more audience-centered. Our main focus previously has been gaining money and everything, but now we're just planning on being more audience-centered and catering to the American people more.
And if you do that, how can you still stay profitable? I mean, if you are audience-centered, your income decreases, how can you be still profitable and be still interesting for investors?
Well, when you're audience-centered, when you appeal to the American people and show them that you have their interest in mind, they respond. And so we are planning on, by being more involved in their lives, getting our name out and letting them know what we are planning on doing, what we are actually in the business of. So in that aspect, we do expect to gain more clients and just still be present in their lives. Also, the fact that we're removed from, the role that we're going to play in the government is to actually be the bookkeepers. We're still going to be collecting loans. We're still going to be just making sure that the American people are paying the government. So in that aspect, we do plan on being profitable there because we just like excel at everything that we do.
You talk about this need for, needed financial scholarships and all that, but why has it doesn't seem like there's been like an overwhelming concern with the people receiving the scholarships? Like, what have people in need of these actually done to prove to the government that this, like, Sallie Mae is a good company for them?
I'm not quite sure about what your question is.
It just seems that what has the people who are receiving scholarships or who have turned to Sallie Mae for financial loans and that for their education, what have they done in response to the government kind of cutting back on salary?
Well, we still have our private loan clients, and that won't change. Before, our main role in the government was we lend the money to students, and we turn around and we sell that loan to the government. Therefore, the people will be paying the government the money. That's where that goes in. So if you're a private client with Sallie Mae, you still receive money. We still raise money and funds from our shareholders to give to people who are in need, which are mainly middle class that are not rich enough to just write a check, but are too rich to actually get full aid from the government.
What do you specifically plan to do to become more involved with the community?
We plan on, well, we're involved in the community now. We have donated money to the Lance Armstrong Community Foundation. We are involved in breast cancer. We're involved in a lot of things in the community. That's one of the things we try to push our employees to do, to become involved in the community that they operate in. As a company, we plan on opening it up to the students, providing internships, developing programs for high school students and college students so they could expand in their education. One thing that I pointed out was we donated money to plant trees in the Gulf Coast region. So what we plan on doing is to create a program that is geared toward like future ecologists to come to the Gulf Coast region and to test the waters and to study the organisms. So in that way, we plan on being more involved in the community and being in contact with our audience, target audience.
Folks, I think I'm going to have to cut this short because we're really running low on time. So thank you very much.